help me get this viral.
Yo, I need to show you a couple of videos about autistic black kids. I'm sure you saw the first one, but people I really want to pay attention to this video are people that were desperate to get Malika's child away from her. Watch the first one.
Leighton police station to release the footage of the 2 teachers that nearly killed my son. I just sat in a police station and watched next to 40 minutes of two teachers that I should have trusted my child with in their care nearly killed my son. Yeah, my son at one point went quiet, which indicated to me that he passed out. Yeah, these were.
I'm sure you've heard about this horrific case, and I'm also sure you've seen other pricks online trying to dismiss it.
What I'm about to say is seen as educational content and not an attack against anybody I made you stitch your comment on. Professor Moriarty, leader of the Outcast Nation, and in my profession, a lead in health and social care. Please watch the original video for context, and I can back up what he's talking about. A significant amount of people I aid are black men with autism that have been failed by the system because of institutional racism. One case study, there was a black child who ended up being ill-treated, ended up not being properly diagnosed with autism, and was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia falsely, put in an emergency mental health institution, given medication which was not meant to be given to him. I have another case study of somebody who was accused of being aggressive, accused of being violent, and was in a situation beyond his control, and because of circumstances was imprisoned for 20 years and came out not knowing what was going on. I took on the case. Turned out he has autism spectrum disorder, maximum trait. Turns out he should have been given help and should never have gone to prison. I've since referred him to counselling, therapy, and he now has care support needs in place. If you are black and you are autistic, you're more likely going to be called violent. You're more than likely going to be accused of being aggressive, and more than likely not going to be diagnosed in the way you should, so you can get care and assistance. These things are happening at an increasing rate. Dual diagnosis leading to substance use because of the lack of diagnosis. They want to soothe what's going on in their minds. They know something's going on, but they don't know what. So it's an attempt to slow down the processes going on in the mind. I myself was diagnosed in 2023 at the age of 51. I myself was put in a school and was accused of being aggressive, was accused of being violent. I know what happens in these institutions. I was attacked by so-called teachers, held down, kicked, punched, because they thought I was going to go into an aggressive episode. I've been abused off the back of people not understanding and grooming me. I know what happens to black men and women who are not treated properly in the systems of mental health and just accused of being aggressive and violent, rather than looking into the causes, working with their psychosocial environment and identifying their individual needs. Because of eugenics and false information, they're ill-treated and often end up institutionalized for a significant amount of their lives. By the time they're in their 30s, 40s and 50s is often when they're designated to somebody with my skills who could treat them as individuals and identified their individual needs rather than putting them all in one basket. This is something I really provide information on, and something I do all the time. Moriarty has spoken, but we'll speak again.